So, I was sitting here wondering, how do I want to jump back into blogging? I didn't really have a topic in mind, but it is something I've been wanting to restart for a while. Then I thought about it. I could at least start out with something fear related because it is the Halloween season. Then I thought, how can I challenge myself? Because I don't already have 15 million things to do already. So I thought about it and I came to the conclusion that I'm going to make a 4-part series. Normally, I try to release a blog once a month, but for the month of October, I plan to do a blog once a week. So, introducing TL, What Do You Fear, Girl? A 4-blog series. So, what better way to start off this holiday than being transparent and talking about my fears? Now, let's get the obvious out the way. I do not go to haunted houses because if I wanted to be scared, I could give my children money and free reign and be scared as is. I also don't really watch scary movies because I get scared easily and my dreams are very vivid. So this is a side note. If you read the blog, it does mention that I was in a scary movie once. So there's a link there. So if you want to go ahead and watch it, you're more than welcome to. Just know that there's strong language and adult themes. So please be careful of who you're around when you watch it. But just know, even then, it wasn't scary. It was more so like funny behind the scenes, especially the fake blood. But that's besides the point. So back to the story. So I tend to try and stay away from them. I'm also afraid of spiders, snakes, and big flying things that fly at me that I can't identify. Not afraid of seagulls, but man, don't underestimate them though, because they get mad respect from me after I saw them in action in Galveston, Texas. So those things are surface level fears though. Those fears are fears that I probably share with a lot of you, but I want to go a bit deeper and be a bit more vulnerable because I feel that is the scariest thing for most of us adults to do. One of the things I've said repeatedly throughout my career is I really don't want to be an artist. I really want to be a songwriter. I have me saying that on record in multiple interviews. Too many to recount. The truth is that is partially true. It is true that I have been writing songs and poetry since I was 7 years old. My writing days run deep. I think somewhere deep in the trenches, although I've never really been able to find it, is a poem that I published entitled The Night Before Test Day, or something like that. So in essence, I knew what I wanted to be since I was a small child. And in theory, I'm living out my dream, so why am I not happy? Why is this statement only partially true? I will tell you, my fear is being seen. You guys are probably like, what? That makes no sense. You have done nothing but put yourself in the spotlight. Look at all the videos you've done, the interviews, my God, those splits. You would be absolutely right to be confused. But let me tell you what I mean by this. So, all my life, since I was 3, I have been singing in the church. I rarely took solos because I was shy. One of my major performances, I played a character so against my personality, it was crazy. I was Eveline from the musical Oz. Side note, if anybody from Sumner Academy has that recording, please let me know. Even then, I was hidden behind makeup and gore. I think that is what drew me to the stage. The fact that I could be someone else and that their attention was not on me, but rather a character I was portraying. Even when I got to college, I still managed to be in the background when it came to the musical side of it, and then would be in the forefront when it came to the business side. Even in the earlier parts of my career after my transition into TL Jones was behind the scenes. I started off as an author, from there a songwriter, from there marketing the songs I created and helping the publishing company I was signed to as a freelance director of marketing. I helped propel a lot of careers. I planned a lot of events. I made sure a lot of things ran flawlessly behind the scenes. So it would make sense that when it was my turn, that I would naturally be a marketing whiz, right? I realized when it was my turn to be in the spotlight, I didn't like it when I wasn't on the stage. While I was on the stage, I felt free, alive, and uninhibited. When I came off the stage and put on my glasses, I realized what I just did, and now the attention is on me. I then turn back into the shy person that likes to hide behind the crowd. It becomes uncomfortable, and I feel like I'm under a microscope. This time, there's nowhere to hide because I'm the person who is in the front. I am the pioneer, and it is scary every single time. And I realized that I was not scared of the attention. I was just afraid to be seen. I was too afraid to let my imperfections be the main focus and not my art. I was too focused on what other people would think if I wore this, if I performed a certain way, how I addressed the crowd, instead of focusing on the real reason why I started to perform, to escape. And because it is fun, it took me going on a bit of a hiatus and rediscovering myself for me to realize that what these celebrities do on the screen is nothing more than puppetry. It is all branding. Most of these people are not really who they portray to be. So why am I trying to be like these celebrities when I should be myself? So that's exactly what I started to focus on. Loving myself and not caring what anyone says about my music or what I create. Why? It's simple. I feel that people don't have to like what I have done, but you cannot knock the hustle nor accomplishments. I have accomplished a lot for my age, and I believe that there is only more to come. So with all this creativity, love, and hope inside of me, there really isn't room for fear. Except for spiders, because those mofos are everywhere. TL, what's the point? Okay, I promise I'm getting to it. Everyone has fears. Everyone has shortcomings. Everyone has faults, imperfections, and a tainted past of some sort. Everyone has a story. The trick is, how do you turn those fears into stepping stools to elevate you? Some people use their fears as crutches. That is the worst thing you can do. Crutches are temporary. They're not meant for elongated use. Instead, acknowledge those fears. Stop running from them, because eventually you'll have to rest. And when you do, they will catch up to you. Take this time to address those things that has been haunting you so that you can move forward with a clear conscience. I have done it, and I promise it is worth it, my loves. So in closing, the fear is still there. As my numbers rise and more people are made aware of the many things that I have done, I get more nervous. But then I have to remember, girl, you are creating for you. You are having fun. If they don't like it, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I then take a breath, ground myself, and continue to create without letting the fear of rejection hold me back from sharing what I want to share with the world. I hope that you take this time to not only stock up on free candy, but to also give yourself the best treat of all: self-exploration and self-love. With love, T.L. Jones.